What's up, fam? Thanks a lot for joining us today on today's episode. Where, where, where? From this side of the world, my friend. When you hear someone say that, just know things are hot. Where? The videos you have. Hey, my friend, if you are not ready to crack your ribs or be surprised, see things that you did not know they exist. Well, my friend, prepare yourself because that is exactly what we are about to witness together. But, my friend, as we go through the videos that we shall be seeing, we shall not be just going through them anyhow. No, no. We shall be spreading our message. And the message is clear on the wall: peace, honesty, forgiveness, repentance, yes, and the love of God, unconditional love of God. Now, good vibes. So, as we shall also be spreading that message, we shall not be alone. We shall be guided by the Creator. Because that way, my friend, we will emerge victorious in reaching the whole world with good vibes. And our director is the maker of us all. The one this book mostly talks about, the supreme creator. Like today, the book tells us this about the maker. I will exalt you, my God, the King. I will praise your name forever and ever. Every day I will praise you and exalt your name forever and ever. Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. His greatness no one can fathom. Wonderful. Psalm 145, 1 to 3. Interesting, good build soul. Let's talk to this great creator that the book is telling us about. Dear Lord Father, our Maker and Redeemer, thank you for reminding us, dear Lord, of your greatness and strength through the passage we read from the book of wisdom. All glory and honor, Father, belong unto you. Thank you for this child, Father, to this viewer, that you have gathered them today with us, your Father. Dear Lord, I believe you have a reason for that, Father, and as they experience the life-transforming message that they will get, Father, help them to spread love from wherever they are, dear Lord. Forgive them their sins, Father, and as you forgive them, dear Lord, do not forsake us also. Forgive us our sins, Father, and unite us together with your child here to be one, Father, full of your love and goodness. Be with us till the end, dear Lord, and we shall be grateful. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we pray, trusting, and believing. Amen. My friend, press the link there.
Do you dream a lot? And do you sometimes wonder, is there a hidden meaning behind my dreams? In other words, can my dreams speak to me? Can it be that it's symbolic of something going on in my life and or that is coming? The answer is absolutely yes. Here are 6 dreams that people very often have. You often hear people speaking about this. There are so many that I can mention, but in this video, we're just going to speak about 6, and you might be able to relate to this. If you have a dream, number 1, and you are dreaming of babies or pregnancy, that most often do not refer to physical baby. You know, you are pregnant or you're going to have a baby. It very often symbolizes new beginnings or a new season in your life. There's something new that is coming. It's the birth of something new. As a baby, a human is born, it's a new beginning, very similar in the dream. So very often when you dream about babies, it can show something new is coming. Number 2, flying. Flying very often in dreams represent freedom. All right? You are above your circumstances. You've got a different perspective on life, etc. And that's a very positive thing if you dream something like that. If you dream about mountains, number 3, it might indicate that there's a challenge coming, an obstacle coming, something that you're going to have to work at. It's going to take perseverance, you know. You have to stick it through in order to make it, all right? You are being chased. If you're being chased in a dream, it often shows that you are avoiding something. You're trying to abdicate responsibility. You're running away from something. You don't want to confront your issues, all right? And you're running from that. That might be a message to you that you need to look at, what am I ignoring in life that I have to deal with? Then falling. That often signifies a feeling of insecurity, a lack of support, all right? And then number 6, when you have a dream and you're driving and the car is out of control, that dream can symbolize a lack of direction and control in your life. It suggests that you might have to reevaluate your path, to refocus on your goals, etc. As the car is out of control, it might be symbolic that your life is out of control and you need to look at certain things, all right? Now, it doesn't always mean these things. What I'm trying to say is it's very hard sometimes to determine the meaning of dreams, but sometimes there are some general indicators. And I've seen this over the years in working with people and people sharing dreams with me. This happens very, very often. And that people would come and they would share a dream and they said, listen, I dreamt that I'm pregnant, I'm having a baby, etc. And the thing is, like I've said, that often signifies a new beginning. So you might want to write your dreams down, think about that, ponder about that, because not all dreams have got meaning, but there are times that your dreams can have a very specific meaning.
No talking to boys, no looking at boys, no boys allowed. Okay, so it's time for you to look for a husband, okay? But make sure that they are Afghan and Muslim, no foreigners allowed. What's going on here? You're starting to get us worried. You need to be married by now. Time's running out. Okay, listen, we don't care about race or religion, none of that, as long as he is a good man, okay? Can you get us that? Find me a good son-in-law. Okay, we're starting to give up now. You're still into men, right? Okay, hear us out. There is a distant cousin back home. He is a great man. No, okay, just, open up your mind. He can be the person you want him to be, okay? Just sponsor him and he's all yours. Please.
Do you know your science ABCs? I'm asking you a sciencey question for each letter. The moment you get 4 wrong, you are canceled by the scientific community. Starting with A, what SI unit measures electric current? Say your answer aloud. We're moving fast, so go quick. Lock in. That is ampere. What is the name of the force that causes objects to float? Buoyancy. What is the green pigment in plants that absorbs light energy for photosynthesis? Chlorophyll. What is the shape of a DNA molecule? Double helix. Which subatomic particle holds a negative charge? Electron. What is the name of the scale used to measure the intensity of tornadoes? Fujita scale. What is the name of the force that attracts objects with mass to each other? Gravity. What is the most abundant element in the universe? Hydrogen. What is the name of the color part of the human eye? Iris. What is the SI unit of energy? Joule. What is the SI base unit for temperature? Kelvin. What refers to the measurement of the total amount of energy emitted by a star? Luminosity. What is the chemical element with the atomic number 12? Magnesium. What is the most abundant gas on Earth? Nitrogen. What is the name for the chemical process that causes rust? Oxidation. What is the name of the table that arranges all the known elements by their atomic number? Periodic table. What is a discrete quantity of energy proportional in magnitude to the frequency of the radiation it represents? Just think of keywords. That is quantum. What is the name of the process by which a DNA molecule is copied? Replication. What is the closest star to Earth? Sun. What is the largest moon of Saturn? Titan. What planet rotates on its side? Uranus. What is the name of the blood vessel that carries blood away from the body back to the heart? No, blood from the body back to the heart, not away from the body, excuse me. That is vein. What is the term for energy transferred to or from an object via the application of force along a displacement? What is that? That is a work. What type of electromagnetic radiation is used to see inside the human body? That is X-ray. What chemical element has the symbol Y? Yttrium. And what is the name of the point on the celestial sphere directly above an observer?
Listen. What did you hear? This car's wipers make a very harsh noise. In this case, if you take your car to a repair shop, they will let you replace the wiper blades and even the wiper arms. It will cost at least several $100s. Today, I will teach you a method that can be solved without spending a penny. Come, there is a small black spot on the wiper blade. Let's hold it down. You can remove the wiper blade. Then, let's slowly move the wiper arm closer to the windshield. Look, there's no problem on this side. It fits perfectly. But the other side slopes upward. It deformed. Actually, the solution is very simple. All we need is a screwdriver. Come here. Like this, insert it into the hole, then adjust it hard. Okay. The wiper blades are now reinstalled. Next, I'll get in the car. Check to see if the abnormal noise from the wiper disappears. Go. Let's try again. See it? The strange noise disappeared. The problem is completely solved.
Always watch the feet. This is the words of the ancient occult masters whenever they are about to give an initiation to anybody. Why? It says the face of a man might be lying, might be filled with deceit. A man might make his face in such a way that he appears innocent, but he cannot make his feet in such a way that the feet appears innocent. And hence, the ancient occult masters always say, always watch the feet, because your feet is what speaks everything about you. Now, also in the ancient African tradition, it is also said that when a woman is to get married, when she comes to meet her in-laws, the in-laws allow her to walk into the house barefoot. Why? Because from the feet, you can know if the woman is going to bring prosperity to the husband or she's going to bring the doom and the ruination of the husband. Similarly also, in some ancient practices, it says your feet is what carries the memories of your past life. The kind of feet you have tells you the kind of past life you've had. The face of a crooked man might be very, very appealing and nice, but his feet is not always appealing and nice. A woman might dress very beautiful and very nice. The face must be very beautiful and very nice, but the feet tells you the state of the consciousness, tells you the state of the mind. So learn to watch people's feet. If you want to deal with people, learn to watch their feet. For by learning to watch their feet, you see their mind.
Provides a reliable output of 200 amps, delivering continuous power for up to 10 years before requiring refueling. Yeah. Here's how it works. At the heart of the egg lies a uranium zirconium hydrate fueled reactor, chosen for its safety and efficiency. The nuclear reactor is precisely regulated by 9 boron control drums located around the perimeter to maintain balance and stability. That's nuclear power you can trust. It's even got a little TV, so our team's always watching. Hydrogen-enriched heavy water in the primary cooling module slows fission reactions, and a robust pump drives the system's cooling, ensuring consistent performance and extended lifespan. For your safety, only certified Enron engineers have access to the internals of the egg.
This is Aria. So this is our flagship humanoid AI-powered robot. She's highly realistic. She has her own social media, so she might be competing with you one day. What makes her really special is that you can talk to her and ask questions. So maybe we can have her introduce herself and say something.
Hello, I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of Realbotics.
What's the purpose of this?
Some of our peers in the robotic space make robots to replace human labor. We think that's a great area, but we think there's a much bigger area in having social robots. So for example, at a convention like this, we can draw a crowd very easily. Aria's been a little bit of a rock star here, with people taking pictures and coming over. So she can promote your brand. The AI is all customizable, so she can learn all about you and your brand, and she can continue to communicate to people. There's a huge epidemic amongst adolescents and seniors on loneliness. So she can be programmed to know you and learn more about you. So she can make that bond with you that feels like a genuine human connection.
But they're going to be in the houses?
We don't have the ability to clean the house. They don't do physical labor, but they're more there to converse with you. It's companionship. They can actually even be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So we have built that into our AI as well.
And it's like, it just stopped. And now it's like, am I tripping out?
We trust you with guns. Nice. I like guns. But you have to ask to go to the bathroom. What? We trust you with explosives. Okay, I also like explosives. You can't have a toaster where you live. What are you talking about? We're gonna let you jump out of airplanes. Airplanes with parachutes. Nice! You can't go to another state without telling at least 17 different people and filing 7 different pieces of paperwork. What do you mean? What are you talking about? If your socks are the wrong color, we're gonna have a conniption. What did my socks have to do with any of this? We're gonna prioritize safety in all ways except for letting you get enough sleep because we're gonna make you pull duty for like 48 hours straight sometimes. Doesn't that give you the same effect as like drinking too much alcohol? La 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 la. Hey, we need you to go guard something. Take this rifle that we're not going to give you ammunition for and hold it at the low ready for 17 hours. My biceps are cramping. Well, you need to be guarding that. We're not sure if somebody's going to walk by, and if somebody does walk by, it needs a guard.
When I hear Muslim men talk about 4 wives, it's hilarious. It's like, tell me you didn't study your religion without telling me you didn't study your religion. Let's go back to some basics. Chapter 4, verse 3, that allows men to have up to 4 wives, starts with the premarital condition of, for the sake of the orphans. Now, I'm not a sheikh. I know nothing, but that can only mean a few things. Either marry women that are orphans, so no parents, marry women that lost their husbands, that are considered orphan themselves, or because they have children that lost their father, or whatever way that it will benefit orphans. But no, you thought that this measure was just for your sake, not for the sake of those that are vulnerable. You know, because it's in the human nature of men to desire multiple women. Yeah, bro, did you forget that the whole freaking purpose of us being here is to control our desires? Okay, now the second condition is, and most people are aware of this one, is that you have to act fairly towards your multiple wives. You think you can, even though God says you can't in verse 129 of the same chapter. But I guess you missed that one too, you know. It's because in the Quran there are verses that are definite, those are the foundation of the book, and there are verses that are ambiguous, or like with double interpretations. Those with sickness in their heart focus on the unspecific part, trying to seek an interpretation. So yeah, I think you just simply skipped the first words of the verse that allows you to have 4 wives. Astaghfirullah. May God forgive us for our shortcomings.
And you mentioned that one home. This is the home, and the architect just walked up. His name is Greg Chasen, and he's
as some of you guys know, I am in school right now for construction and design, so this immediately grabbed my attention. This home is in Pasadena, California, and was one of the homes that did not burn down in this community. I had to look and see why. As you can see here, the owner says, no words really, just a horror show. Some of the design choices we made here helped, but we also were very lucky. What were the design choices that they made? So it says here that Chasen attributed the home's survival to having a solid concrete perimeter, tempered glass windows, and because it had no vents or eaves. Alright, so boom. The solid concrete perimeter is a non-combustible material that does not ignite, burn, or spread fire. A solid concrete perimeter creates a fire-resistant barrier, protecting the structure from direct flame contact and radiant heat. Third, it prevents fire from penetrating the walls, helping to maintain the house's structural integrity. Second, he said, was the tempered glass. Tempered glass is stronger and more heat resistant than regular glass. It can withstand higher temperatures and sudden thermal changes, reducing the likelihood of breaking during a fire. Broken windows can allow embers and flames to enter the house, but tempered glass minimizes the risk. Third was that it had no vents or eaves. Vents and eaves are common for entry points for wind-driven embers during wildfires. It sounds like this man is going to be building a lot more houses. Wow.
Many of you have asked me if it hurts when it's cold, because this metal rod would lead the cold up my bum. It does. This is the reason I can't go into saunas. That would burn my bum from the inside. Wouldn't be nice. But I live in Sweden, so I need to be outside when it's cold. Now imagine that I have a base layer on, and then I would take these tube socks that have been cut and modified by my mother-in-law, and I put these on to get some support for the stumps and to keep some warmth. Then I need to take these that my mother-in-law has stitched for me, and these are really warm. Now, to really stop the rod from getting cold, I've borrowed this from my son, and I will try to put it on here. And this will fall off, so I need to get something to keep it in place and something that I can walk on. I take another pair of knitted socks that my mother-in-law has made for me. Now you can imagine the second layer coming over here, and then the last layer on the outside of that. Here you go, ready for snow.
These are 5 dog breeds that I would not own as a veterinarian. Number 1 is a Dachshund. Now I know a lot of you guys are going to fight me on this, and let me say they can be a lovely breed. But they can be very stubborn, they can bark the whole night if they want to, and they can have some really bad separation anxiety. And they're also prone to a condition called IBDD, which is intervertebral disc disease, which is basically back problems. And they can also become really obese, which makes the back problems that much worse. So if you own a Dachshund, you need to be on top of it. Number 2 is a French Bulldog, this cute, adorable little abomination. If it is not breathing issues, it is skin problems. If it is not skin problems, it's back problems. And they are so expensive to get in the first place. As a vet, I see these dogs coming in all the time for so many different medical issues. I would not own a French Bulldog, ever. But they are adorable. Third is a Belgian Malinois. This is not a dog. This is a machine. It requires constant physical and mental stimulation. I work a full-time job. There's no way I can give this kind of dog the attention it deserves to thrive. And if it doesn't thrive, it becomes destructive. Fourth is a Border Collie. Lovely, lovely dog. But it is in fact a working dog, and they all basically have ADHD. They're always on, they always need physical and mental stimulation, and I could not possibly provide a Border Collie with the amount of stimulation that it needs to stay happy. And if it doesn't stay happy, it becomes destructive. And finally is the Labrador. Now I know you guys are going to be like, are you crazy? Labradors are amazing. And yes, they are. But Labradors are a dog breed that are very prone to becoming overweight. And they are also a dog breed that love to eat absolutely everything. So they are very food driven. So what do you get when you cross a dog that loves to eat absolutely everything with a dog that gets fat when it eats anything? You get a dog that is perpetually overweight. And me, I'm a weak owner. I love giving my dog treats. My Labrador would be rolling all over the place. That is why I could never own a Labrador.
Sitting in my truck, and I seen this. Should I take it off? Or do you think the people will get mad? I'll take it off. Oh my God, they're on both of them. That's better. I couldn't help myself.
Someone destroying ancient art. They shot it. That is just wild.
Wow, wow, look underneath it.
I know, it's cool, isn't it?
Wait, is that lady still taking pictures? Wow.
That's wicked.
I'm talking to people at the moment, and this is creepy, but people at the moment who are contacting me, and I've had 3 do it now from all over the world, who say they've felt an urge to contact me, and they tell me that they've communicated with a blue being that has imbued them and downloaded them with information. And in one case, the person developed an ability to instantaneously understand physics equations, highly complex mathematics. And I've seen them do it.
This is what it looks like to wear snow pants with no legs. Just because I don't have legs doesn't mean that I don't have things to protect. My great aunt made these for me when I was a kid. And yes, they still fit. This body is taut. So my body and cash and prizes sit here. And these fun suspenders keep it attached to my body. Around the world, around the world. So when I'm outside, everything stays dry and warm.
This is a good vibes guy. Look at this. What's this? Hey, this the inside of the stomach or my friend, is this a washing machine? No. It looks that weird. My God. Oh. God. Good vibes soul. Now, how does it clean things? Oh, the water enters and the thing squeezes. Oh, this is how it works.
Does your brain work faster or slower than the average person? Let's find out. I'm asking you 12 rapid fire questions that you definitely know the answer to, but if you don't say your answer out loud in time, it doesn't count. If you get 4 more wrong, you're slower than the average person. Question number 1, how many minutes are in an hour and a half? Say your answer aloud and quick. That is 90. Emmanuel Macron is the president of which country? France. If the big hand on an analog clock is pointing at 3, what minute in the hour is it? 15. What is the color of the first letter in the Google logo? Blue. What month comes after October? November. What country has the largest Christian population? USA. What is the median of 15 and 19? 17. How many letters are capitalized on a stop sign? 4. What is the second word of the U.S. Constitution? The. What is the chemical formula for the thing people usually drown in? H2O. How many eggs come in half a dozen? 6. And what is the liquid on the tongue called? Saliva. How'd you...
Everyone's raving about our stove, so I'm just going to show you something else that's going to make it even cooler. So this is the stove top. It's built in. It's a little dirty right now, but it's touch screen. You move the knob, and this is the vent. This is the fan options. Yeah. Just had to show it off.
I fell down a Reddit rabbit hole after I found out that the Titanic sank and Abraham Lincoln was assassinated on the same day. I said, there's no fucking way that that's true. So I've just fallen down a Reddit rabbit hole that proves, in fact, that yes, it is true, and also provided me a slew of other disturbing things that were going on at the same time in history. Number 1, Shakespeare was alive during the American colonization. Shut the fuck up. Marilyn Monroe and Queen Elizabeth were born in the same year. Shut the fuck up. Jack the Ripper terrorized London in 1888. In 1889, Nintendo was formed. Shut the fuck up. McDonald's was founded in the same year that the first wave of Jews was being transported to Auschwitz. Shut the fuck up. The fax machine was patented when people were still traveling the Oregon Trail. We're talking covered wagons. We're talking dysentery. Shut the fuck up. Pablo Picasso died the year that Pink Floyd released Dark Side of the Moon, which is not true. That didn't happen. You need to shut the fuck up. Pablo Picasso, there's no way. Shut the fuck up. Don't do it to me. Harvard University didn't offer calculus classes for the first couple of years after it was founded because calculus had not been invented yet. Calculus didn't exist. Shut the fuck up. Also, since we love the Titanic so much, did you know that the Titanic sank in the same year that Oreos were introduced? Oreo cookies. All of those people that died on the Titanic never knew what an Oreo was. Oh, shut the fuck up. The last person to be guillotined in France, we're talking Game of Thrones, we're talking off with her head, guillotined in France, happened 4 months after the release of Star Wars. Shut the fuck up. We were still guillotining people in France when Star Wars came out. Politely and respectfully, shut the fuck up. And if this doesn't make you feel old, I don't know what will. 9/11 is now closer to the fall of the Berlin Wall than it is to the current year. I honestly can't take this. It makes me sick to my stomach. If I don't walk away, there's no telling.